Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies, as we'll see the national champions from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they turn it into a defensive score.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Williams will pass. Flips it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Huskies will hustle to the line. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They'll go to the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Williams looking for a man. a heat. Got his man downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking downfield on first down. Scrambling away. Looking down the left side. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bowl. It's guys flying around, giving great effort, and getting to the football. But it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position. And right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The shoot, quick toss to the right. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways.
There he goes! Turning it on! The 30! He's at the... slippery slide! Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it's a final now, and one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Florida State may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Doak Campbell Stadium every time. The Noles have been racking up road wins since the Bobby Bowden days, and they get another one today. One team will rise in the ACC standings, while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams will pass. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Obviously, 3rd downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the first quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the 2nd quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires on the move. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
He throws one to the left. And it's incomplete. Wade.